Save my soul. I keep running away from myself. 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 I keep running.
Yeah, incidentally, this show is not called Gary J's Sports Page. This is the Positive Rock Show, Twin Spin Tuesday on GJRB Online. Somehow I copied the wrong title from my title page, so I got to fix that and correct it. So I'm going to do that here as soon as I get rid of that. That was Christ Acts. And, of course, a great piece of music there called The Drifter. Before that, Twin Spin with The Road. That was the goof up I made earlier in the show when I split those two songs. And those other songs didn't get on. And I wanted to correct that remedy, that issue. We're doing Twin Spin Tuesday on GJRB Online. And I'm going to correct this broadcast by flipping over and changing names here. So I'm going to do that while I get there as we continue our 50 minutes of non-stop Christian rock here on GJRB Online. 50 total minutes of back-to-back Christian rock here on GJRB Online. And keeping it going non-stop with no breaks, no spot breaks, no promos, no anything. We're just going to go on all the way straight through here as we keep the music going here on the Positive Rock Show on GJRB Online. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Hope you're enjoying the program wherever you're listening across America today. And if you like our program, please hit that like button. But remember, I'm going to flip the name of this program over so I can fix that issue. Somehow, I copied the wrong name when I put it in the title page. So I'm going to fix that right now while we hear Beloved JC. This is called Lazarus on the Positive Rock Show, Twin Spin Tuesday. Okay, made the correction. But the Positive Rock Show will be coming back. As a matter of fact, I'm talking about maybe possibly a Saturday broadcast this week. This Saturday, we'll do it from 3 till about maybe 5:40, going into the Cubs baseball game on my 9-foot signal 108, Talk FM 108. We're going to be having we're going to have a sports page, because I have not done a sports page in quite a long time, and we need to bring that show back. So we're going to pick it up and retitle it Show 101, because sports page has been off the air for so long. So we're just going to start a new season. And I'm not sure exactly if I titled that show with season 1 or not, but it's hard to say at this point. But that was beloved JC and Lazarus, and got a new one, got another song from them, and this is another fabulous one from that group. And they are out of New Jersey, as a matter of fact. They call themselves Beloved JC. This is another one called He Shall Be Lifted Up. Beloved JC, Twin Spin Tuesday on GJRB.
Shine it out, he's alive. Let us go and leave the lost to receive.
Yeah. Fabulous, isn't it? They are incredible. They come out of New Jersey, as a matter of fact, this band. And they are incredible, called Beloved JC. We've been playing it for some time here on the Positive Rock Show. They are a great band. They come out of, let's see the town's name here, Paramus, New Jersey. Beloved JC, great stuff. Rising force, increasingly popular world of contemporary Christian rock music. Beloved JC made great strides in their tremendous amount of talent. And they are great too. Great sound. And we'll have them quite often. That's a new one from them on our GGRB list. Great song called, let's see here. Where's that down there? Okay, it's had that title here. He Shall Be Lifted Up. That's the name of it. Great track. Twin Spin Tuesdays, we close out here our show here on GGRB Online. Now we're doing 50 minutes of total nonstop music. And thank you so much for listening today. And no, we don't get any listeners. I just say that anyway because I know there's somebody out there, even though they don't go into the chat room and say hi. I know that there's somebody out there listening to the broadcast some way or another. And thank you so much for that anyway. I usually get some postings, but like I said, I've been having a bit of a problem with Facebook. I'm not too happy with them because they are not spreading my programs and my broadcast, and I'm not too happy with them. I think they're just blocking me for some reason or another, and I'm not able to get my programs out there. And I'm going to remedy that issue. I'm just going to keep on posting and until they give in and spread my programs around, because I am going to broadcast the Word of God, and if they don't like it, I will continue to post this radio station on the sites, and I will get out there one way or another. And I am not going to pay to get listeners. I will not pay to get listeners. I want my listeners for free, because this is a program that I want to gather people and hear the Word of God. And this Positive Rock Show is a Christian rock program, and I am going to continue to broadcast the Christian rock. And tell you what, we got some more good stuff here, and I want to close out here. We're going to be doing weather on the fives around 5:35. Okay, 5:35. We'll do one more weather on the fives and close out that bit with Clinton weather forecast, and they look at the national weather forecast, and then we'll do what's on Spreaker coming up. So let you know what's on Spreaker and what programs are going to air on Spreaker tonight. So that's coming up here on GJRB Online. All right, tell you what we're going to do right now, though. I am going to do is play some more tunes here. Another Twin Spin. Got some add-ons, got some new music, got some really good sounds here. We're going to be going through and picking up some new music to play on this show. And we're going to be digging up a lot of them here. So right now, why don't we go over now to another artist. His name is Lewis Wynn. This is two from him, starting with David's Song on the Positive Rock Show Twin Spin Tuesday.
The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me to lie down in pastures oh so green, by the waters oh so still. He restores my soul, and surely his goodness and mercy shall follow me all of my days, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever, forever, forever. dwell in his house forevermore. Yea, though I shall walk through valleys oh so dark, I will not fear the path I trod, for thy rod and staff I see, they will comfort me. And surely his goodness and mercy shall follow me all of my days, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever, forever, forever. Yes, I will dwell in his house forevermore. Yes, I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever, forever, forever. Yes, I will dwell in his house forevermore.
Do a little rocking there with a guy named Fat Boy Johnny's from Indianapolis, Indiana there. That was called Drop the Rock on the Positive Rock Show. Twin Spin Tuesday. Kind of a instrumental there as we close out our show today. It's 25 more minutes left to go of our Positive Rock Show, Twin Spin Tuesday. Well, thank you so much for listening to the show today. I had a great time doing the program and really had a blast playing this great Christian rock. And, of course, Twin Spin Tuesday heard pretty much like regularly once a month, but we're going to try to get it on more often as we have this show on. And, of course, this alternates on Tuesdays with the Gary J. in the Morning Show, which is on from 10 a.m. until approximately 1 or 2 p.m. And then we kind of flip the daytime there and from morning to afternoon with this program. But Wednesdays we might try this as a morning show, too, so you never know. Hey, tell you what, though, I just had one of these interesting days. I gotta tell you. I'll tell you about that here in a few minutes. But right now, I'm going to pop in the National Weather Service because I'm going to kind of just go through the temperatures once again through some of the areas like Philadelphia, 46 degrees, chance of rain, 73 expected tomorrow under partly cloudy skies. Phoenix, Arizona is going to be the hot spot with 95 degrees. It's getting close to 100 tomorrow. And in Pittsburgh, expected to be 52 degrees. And that's pretty much what the weather looks like for some of the nation for now. But we're going to go and take a look at our Clinton weather forecast right now. And so you're going to refresh that page and see if there's an update on that weather for the area. Here in just a couple of minutes, take a look at our Clinton weather forecast. I want to see if they're why it's on the Calvin station again. I don't want it there. I don't know why it does that. But for some reason, this site has a mind of its own, and it flips back over to the other location, or it probably signed me out of my account with Weather Underground. They've been giving me some problems lately, Weather Underground. So sometimes what I'll do, if Weather Underground gives me issues, I'll just say the heck with them, and I'll do Clinton weather through the Weather Channel, which gives me better luck sometimes than they are. But it's 64 degrees currently right here in Clinton, Iowa, 64 degrees. And our winds are out of the south-southwest at 10 miles per hour. Relative humidity, 55%. And our barometric pressure, 29.96 inches of mercury and dropping. Take a look at the weather forecast for the rest of the day here for Clinton. Considerable cloudiness, stray shower and thunderstorms is possible with a low of 51 degrees. South-southeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. For tomorrow, intervals of clouds and then some sunshine. The high 74 with light winds and light and variable winds. 10% chance of precipitation. A few clouds from time to time. Stray shower and thunderstorm possible. About 55 degrees. Winds at about 5 to 10 miles per hour south. Take a look over to look at this. Thursday, we're going to get a really nice, what we call summer type weather. 82 degrees tomorrow for Thursday. It's going to be a stray shower in the forecast, possible. But the 82 for a high with south-south winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And then Thursday night, then the thunderstorms will move in. Scattered thunderstorms during the evening hours. More widespread overnight with gusty winds and small hail possible. A low of 64. So there's a potential for some severe weather there probably. So I'm going to keep an eye on that for you. On our broadcast. We'll be on the air again until probably Friday. I got a Gary Russell program Friday and Saturday. Friday, the Gary Russell program, Saturday sports page. So there is a chance for some showers on Thursday night, but I'm going to keep an eye on that weather and see what's going on there. And the wind will be southwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour with a 90% chance of getting this. So we're going to get some really heavy downpours Thursday night. So we'll take a look at that forecast. Low will be 64 degrees. Once again, current temperature right now in our Clinton Sprinkler studio, 64 degrees. And that's weather on the fives. Weather on the fives, 25 and 45 minutes past the hour on all music shows, 25 and 55 on all talk shows here on GJRB Online. So just to let you know about that. All right, I'll tell you what we're going to do right now. We're going to get ready because coming up next, we're going to do our weather on the fives. We already did that. No, coming up next, we're going to take a look at our Clinton. We're going to take a look at what's going to be on Spreaker. And let you know what's happening, what's going to be going on Spreaker in our program schedule coming up next here on GJRB Online. So stay tuned for that. And close out the show. So stay tuned for that. And we'll keep you on board with, what programs are coming up on the Spreaker public site and what's happening on GJRB Online. So stay tuned for that. It's coming up next. And I'll keep you on board on what is happening. And we'll play maybe one more final song before we close out the show today. So stay tuned for that. And keeping you on board on what's going on GJRB Online here on Spreaker across America. If you like our show, I'd love to hear from you. Please do drop in and say hi here. And we'll see if we can get, that.
Also there for residential needs. Wherever there's progress, you'll find Voss Brothers. Voss Brothers Plumbing, 301 South 2nd Street in downtown Clinton. Phone 242-6815 for more.
Winkle, Parker, and Foster, certified public accountants, a knowledgeable staff.
And we're back on the air here on GJRB Online here on Spreaker. Gary J. Russin with you, wrapping up our show today as we close out the Positive Rock Show Twin Spin Tuesday. And we're going to be here till like about 6 o'clock, and then we're going to close it out. But we're going to just wrap it up here and close out our show today. Thank you so much for tuning in, even though we, again, don't get listeners live anymore. For some reason in the afternoon, I just don't know. I give up. But let's see, why don't we see what's going on the GJRB Spreaker public site anyway, and let people know that there are other podcasters that are probably better than me. No doubt about it. I could prove it by the lack of listenership on this live broadcast. Just, whatever the case, just... they're out there. They're fine people. We got some great people here on Spreaker. Some great programs on the air live. Many podcasts that not too many people listen that are like this one. Just kind of find better podcasts. So here we go with some of the ones that are coming up. It's 6 o'clock Central Daylight. I should say Eastern. 5 o'clock. So I don't know. That should be on there. Called Tuned In Tuesday was on Bronzo, the Vinyl Oasis Radio. 6 o'clock Central Time, according to this. 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Central. Debbie and John Smoking Hot Classic Rock. And I know for a fact because I saw them on the air yesterday, I believe it was. So I know Debbie Scott's back. Debbie and John are back. Debbie Scott Radio Network tonight, 6 o'clock Central Time for the Hot Classic Rock. So tune in for that. Indie Star Insiders on 9 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock Central for Indie Star Radio. At, not 9:30, 9 o'clock maybe, 8 o'clock Central Time, 6 o'clock Pacific. It is my good friend Ed Delgado, the Caramel Conservative, back on the air again tonight, talking a lot about what's going on. I could probably talk about this whole deal with China. Yeah, what he's got going on. They're talking about some other stuff tonight, so tune in for that. Ed Delgado, the Caramel Conservative. Got some great talk radio tonight with Ed, so tune in for that. The Caramel Conservative. 11 o'clock Central Daylight Time, 9:05 Pacific. It's Spaced Out Radio with Dave Scott here on Spreaker, and also on many other fine radio stations across the country, including a station out of Ridgecrest, California. They play some really good classic rock on that station. Fabulous. Spaced Out Radio tonight. That's on Deep Talk Radio Network and also on Revolution Radio. Spaced Out Radio with Dave Scott tonight. And I don't know, I think his website's going to be up here pretty soon. I don't know exactly. It's supposed to start here not too far. So check that out. Dave Scott tonight, 11 o'clock, right here on Spreaker. The A Show, the Gyp Zone mixed up. Not sure about those. Grand Haven Classic Rock, but early in the morning to wake up to, 6 o'clock in the morning. Radio Hope at 9 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock Central Time with Mike Myers. Give you inspiration. He's going to be, Mike Myers actually is going to kind of cut down on his broadcast a little bit. He's going to go down to 15 minutes. I'd like to persuade him to stay because, I just, you can do stuff in 15 minutes, and you get the free plan. It's fabulous if you like it, and you can do live radio that way, great. And it does save you a lot of money, but I'll tell you what, I love the premium service, and I'm going to be going up to 3 hours. I don't care if I get listeners or not. But, he's going to be going to the free plan for a while, 15-minute segments. So, listen to Mike Myers anyway, the Radio Hope. I can tell him you can, and I'll tell you here in a few minutes. The Mood, the morning show, Vinyl Oasis Radio, 12 o'clock noon, which is probably Eastern, 11 a.m. Central. I'm not sure, but I'm going to check that program out and see exactly what time. Heckling Entrepreneurs Radio, Radio Freedom on at 4 and 7 p.m. here on Spreaker. The Melting Pot tomorrow night with Debbie Scott, GHTR, late night at 8 o'clock, and Spaced Out Radio at 11 o'clock. Those are what's going on tomorrow night here on Spreaker. But some of the great highlights you want to check out, though, tonight, of course, my good friend doing the great talk he always does. I mean, he really, listen to him tonight. Ed Delgado, the Caramel Conservative, tonight at 8 o'clock Central, right here on Spreaker. He's got a lot to talk about what's going on in the news and stuff. And he's fabulous. So a big shout out to him. Check him out. That's right here on Spreaker. Also want to check out, this guy is really a sharp dude. He's got it all made in the shade. He's got it all from Chicago area, and that is Bob the Handyman Huber. Yeah, you got to check him out, Bob the Handyman Huber. He does 15 minutes, and he does a pretty good job with it. 15-minute segments, 45 on Tuesdays or Thursdays, and he really talks a blue streak about news and what's going on in his life and in the world, and also talks a lot about video games. He does a lot of that. And he'll tell you what he thinks about some of the stuff going on the streaming services as well. And he'll give you his movie reviews. And I'm planning on getting him on for some of those. I'm trying to do a movie review myself. I want to do some of those. I'm thinking about a movie review segment for the Gary Russell program. But I'm working on that right now. But you have to check him out. Listen to this guy. He's got some really good stuff. You're going to want to check him out. Listen to Bob the Handyman Huber. And he's on the air tonight. He's on the air Tuesdays, sometimes Thursdays. He does it either 1 or 2 days. And he does 45 minutes in 3 increments of 15 minutes off the free plan. So check it out. The free speech, so listen to him, man. He's got it, man. And of course, I want to put a shout out. I haven't listened to. I understand he's back. Haven't listened to him yet, but I got to check him out. He's always on here. He's fabulous, and that is OBFSU, otherwise known as our big fat soft underbelly. John way back in the state of Texas. This guy packs a lot in an hour or shorter. I mean, he packs it all in. He doesn't pay attention to any postings. He doesn't pay attention to what's in the chat room. So I don't know. Maybe he's got something there. I really do. I think he might have something there. I listen to him. OBFSU, our big fat soft underbelly. I gotta listen to it. I understand he had well, I did listen to one here recently. Really good podcast the other day. But I mean, check him out. And those are some of the great podcasts. And you can find them by getting on the GGRB Spreaker public site. And all you got to do is, if you follow me on Twitter, I am the Radio Maniac. Go in there. Yeah, there's a link to our show there, and you'll see the title of this program, The Positive Rock Show. And when you go in there, you can widget will come up, and you can listen to the show right there. And it'll take you to our Spreaker public site. Otherwise, it is www.spreaker.com/user/150525, and you'll see our show there streaming, and just go into the followers, and you'll find everybody that I talked about. Bob Huber, the Caramel Conservative, all of them are on there. Mike Myers, Blake Myers, he's on once in a while. He does not all that much. He plays, he just caused himself technical difficulties, plays a lot of good stuff. So those are some of the great podcasts that you can listen to. But I really wish that a lot will you tune in and listen to this broadcast, because I have some good programs on here. So check me out. I mean, like I said, I got a lot of really good stuff here, and I hope you enjoy the program. Otherwise, but that's it. That's what we got here on GGRB Online, and so we're going to be wrapping it up here. We're going to close out. That's going to put an end to our Positive Rock Show Twin Spin Tuesday. I want to thank you so much for tuning in. We got a lot of the makeup stuff that we got on that I had to fix. I don't know. I just don't know what happened there, but we got them all in there. And that's it for our Twin Spin. So I'm just going to close out with one song from King of Country. Or what was it? This group was a Dove winner called For King and Country. It's going to close us out. And we're going to say goodbye at this point. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the program. We'll catch you again real soon. We're going to be back again on Friday for the Gary Russin program. Got a great show lined up for you. I hope you'll tune in for our Freestyle Friday edition. We talk a lot about what's going on in the news, a lot of big stuff happening, and a lot of things going on at the with this deal with China and everything. And we're going to talk about all that. So tune in for that broadcast. It's going to be coming up on Friday, the Gary Russin program Freestyle Friday edition, and of course the Return of Sports page on Saturday, 3 o'clock Central Time, right here on Spreaker. So tune in for that, 3 o'clock Central. And we'll have some great times talking about sports and what's going on in the world of sports. These athletes who think that they are so big that they can push people around, including spouses. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about what's going on with a lot of the sports, a lot of the games, a lot of the teams. So tune in for that broadcast. That's going to be live on Friday afternoon. Okay? So you want to check that out. I'm going to close you out with For King and Country. Have yourself your best night ever. We'll catch you again on Friday. So long, everyone.
Watching the nightly news, don't seem to find the rhythm. Just wanna sing the blues. Feels like a song that never stops. Feels like it's never gonna. Gotta get that fire back in my bones before my heart turns into stone. So when somebody please pass the megaphone, I'll shout it on the count of 3.
Joy.
it's never gonna. Gotta get that fire back in my bones before my heart turns into stone. So won't somebody please pass the megaphone? I'll shout it on the count of three. 1, 2, 3. Oh, in my pretty night, I'm singing to the sky. Give me strength to raise my voice, let me testify. Oh, in my pretty night, 'cause this is do or die. The time has come to make a choice, and I choose. Let it move you, let it move, let it move you. Yeah, I choose. Let it move you, let it move, let it move you. Though I walk through the valley in the shadow of night, oh, with you by my side, I'm stepping into the light. I choose. Let it move you, let it move, let it move you. Joy, 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 joy down in my heart to stay. I need that joy, 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 joy down in my heart to stay. Let it move it, let it move, let it move it. Let it move you, oh, let it move, yeah. So I walk through the valley in the shadow of night, oh, with you by my side, I'm stepping into the light. I choose.
This is the GJRB Online Network.